You may find yourself one day in the position of needing an accurate timing device. So we got one for you. All you need is your phone, and you actually can get a pretty neat little free app that allows you to have a decent time for any sort of physical event you're watching. So let's say you're in class, your teacher makes you film something. Okay, for example, here I filmed a video of a tinfoil boat, airboat falling. Very exciting, right? 1, 2, 3, drop. There it goes. And so then loaded another one up and so on. So let's say you want to get the time it took that tinfoil airboat to fall. Well, run yourself over to the App Store, search for Coach My Video. A few things pop up, but there's one right here, CMV Slow Frame, and it is currently free. I already have it, but go to this, and it's designed for sports analysis, but download it. And then, once you've got it, you open up, looks like this, little pause play button, Coach My Video free. You can record a video here, but I found it's better, just record your video using your normal camera app. Go to play. So you have it's a little slow loading. You might have to bounce around a bit, but okay, let's go in here. All right, so I took a video. Here it is. Today. There it is. And so I can play this video right here. I hit the play button. It's the same video we just watched. Very exciting. Now here's actually the neat aspect of this app. There's a timer on the bottom, and you can move the slider around, get yourself right to where you think the beginning of the video is, right here. And then on the sides, you see a little 30 arrows on the right and the left. You can move forward frame by frame, and that's really cool. So I'll click this forward a bunch of times, and I'll try to find the frame where I let go. So I think it's right about there. It looks like I let go. So right here. Now if I look down on the slider bar, it says 5.7. That's 5.7 seconds. So very roughly speaking, I'm starting at 5.7, and as this thing falls, click, 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 it hits the ground at about maybe there. See, it's move. You see the blur can sometimes help you. It's blur, it's in motion. As soon as it gets clear, that means it hit the ground. So maybe here's the last spot before it hits. So about 6.9. As you see, if I go forward or back one, the 6.9 doesn't change. So I went from about, if you hold it down, it moves a little faster. About 5.7 to about 6.9 seconds. So you do a quick subtraction. 6.9 minus 5.7, that gives you 1.2 seconds. So that tinfoil airboat took 1.2 seconds to fall. Now, for those of you who want to get a little fancier with this, there are slow-mo options, and I'll put that in a future video, but let's just keep this as the simple one. If you notice here, look at my timer. It says 5.7. I have one. That was, so first frame of 5.7. And then my watch, I'm going to click forward. Second frame, it's still 5.7. Third frame is still. Then the fourth frame went over to 5.8. 2, 3. Fourth frame went over to 5.9. So if you really want to be more careful about it, each tenth of a second here is broken into 3 frames. So it turns out I started at 5.7, the first frame, and then if I go all the way down to, where was I in the 6.9? Now you don't have to get this fancy. You could do 6.9 minus 5.7, get 1.2, call it a day. But if you wanted to get a little fancier, actually I lucked out. It looks like mine went to the first frame of 6.9 also. So that really would be like 6.90 minus 5.70, 1.20. If it actually went a little further along, you'd find here, since it's 3 frames there of that 6/9, if you think about it, or 6/8 here. Let's go back to 6/8. There's 6/8, 6/8 again, 6/8 again, 6/8. Oh, there's 6/9. So this would be like 6/8/0. This would be like 6/8/3. This would be like 6/8/6 or 6/8/7. And then this would be 6/9. So you could even get more accurate with this if you want to. That's a reasonable way to read the video. Even with slow-mo videos, you can do this to a higher degree of accuracy. But for right now, our 6/9 minus 5/7 gives you 1.2. Good to go. That's how you use it. And so now you actually have a time of fall. And this becomes nice when you're doing comparative videos. For example, here, I'm going to keep going forward in the same video. Now I have 2 boats stacked together. I'll let these go. I say, well, is there any difference? Sometimes it's hard to tell by eye, but if we do it with this, let's try this one. We start at right around here, maybe it's let go. So 23.8. Oh, it's already down. Maybe here a touch. 23.8 to 24.7. You notice that's actually less time this time. So 23.8 to 24.7. And here I actually notice, if you're being careful about it, it's not the first, second, it's the third 24.7. But do a subtraction, you get a little bit of a different time. And so this is a nice way to compare. If you are doing drop problems, for example, with this app, just make sure that you are starting from the same height every time. For me, I chose to start with the counter height. You could put a piece of tape on the wall, whatever it is. But this really is a nice, free, easy way to get a pretty good time. Because if you try to do this with a stopwatch and hit stop start, you're not going to do that well. All right.